I want to tell you about one of the things I absolutely detest in grocery stores. That's checkout lanes. Not just the checkout lane with the lady standing there, the gentleman standing there, swiping your card, make sure everything's okay and running it down the conveyor. Not that person. That person is fine. I'm talking about the self checkout lanes. I despise those like nothing else I could possibly imagine at a grocery store. Now, they've been around for a while, and in some grocery stores you go into, you may only find one regular check lane open, and the rest are those self checkout lanes. There's nothing more I detest when I have to check something out. Maybe I've got one or two items, so I go to the self checkout lane as much as I hate it. And I find people in there with grocery carts overflowing with stuff, checking out at those self checkout lanes, and it takes them forever. I hate those things. Now I realize grocery stores operate on a very thin margin, 1 to 2%. But let's be honest, the biggest thing in a grocery store is their cost of labor. Well, it turns out that in New York, and I hate the state of New York about as much as anybody else does. Take a look at their governor of their state and the mayor of New York. That'll give you enough to hate on right there. But one of the things that happened in New York, a bill has been introduced into their legislature that would mandate that if you have to go to a self checkout lane to check out your groceries, can't go to a regular lane, self checkout lane because they don't have any regular lanes open, you get a 10% discount. So, whatever the amount of groceries you're checking out, if they pass this, you'd get a 10% discount. Now, I'm thinking to myself, hey, I might be more and more tempted to go to the self checkout lane if I get a 10% discount on whatever I'm buying. So, the way I see it, if I'm spending, say, $30 on groceries, I'm getting 10%, I'm getting $3 off. Well, $3 off might buy me a gallon of gasoline. So I'm thinking maybe in the state of New York, somebody in that state has a halfway decent idea saying, hey, if you have to use the self checkout lanes, well, we give you 10% off your bill. That to me is good thinking. And let's see if we could get something like that done in other places, maybe like our state. Imagine that 10% off your bill checking out. Man, you had $100 grocery bill, that's $10. Now, $10, buy you a hamburger. Nothing wrong with that. So there you go. There's what's going on in the state of New York. Someone has some logical sense saying if you use the checkout lane, the self checkout, you get 10% off your grocery bill. Something to ponder, folks. Maybe you like the idea, maybe you don't. But for me, I'm saying, bring it on, baby. Bring it on. And now, you know.